Over to Balaji.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. James and Shiv, can you able to see my screen?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, the sprint 74 stories. The first story, it is a task as a PO, I want to replace an image so that it is correct. So this is just a image replacement in English.com.
Yep, that was all done.
Yeah.
Thanks for turning it around quickly.
Okay. Okay. Here is the image. So we just replace the image. Shall I move to the next user story?
Saw that, yeah. Okay, so that one's all fine.
Okay.
So 4172. Yeah, I'm in done, so it's fine. Isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. So next user story, ALT1148. As an admin, I need to update the GSE Elbow brochure for young learners. So this is a PDF replacement in GSE Young Learners page. So we have changed the count here, 490. And so this is the new PDF. So July 2017. This is the new one. That's it, James.
Yes, that one's fine. I'll move that to as well.
Okay. Okay, shall I move to the next user story, James?
Just one moment.
Okay, sure.
Just done. Solution. That's it. Please.
That is the test area that we're talking about now, and then we'll get another. Process here. I'm just checking with James what the process is in one of these sprint planning sessions, so that I know going forward.
Yeah, so I'm just taking it through, explaining the processes.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, so that one's fine. So yeah, we can move on to the next story.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So next user story, ELT1150. As a PO, I need to add event plugin in blog so that user can see the upcoming events. So here we have various tasks. So this is an event plugin. So this is only for WordPress. So I have installed this plugin in test server. So actually everything is working fine. So with using the events plugin, we can create events, and we can manage the events, and they are providing some extra additional options to us. So those are ticket concept and event time adjustment, then mailing. It will be automatically send the mail to the registered users, and all the functionalities are inbuilt with this module, and I'll explain to you this server. Then here we have the events options here. So with using this option, we can add a new event. So this page is also looks like article pages.
To go with Gemma.
Yeah.
Do you remember that was my first call with you?
Yeah. Yes. So you.
What's happened since then?
Yeah. Actually, the requirement is completed, but now Gemma wants to create it as a widget, but there is no option for creating the widget with using this existing module. So we have to create a new functionality for widget. As of now, we are just creating the listing page for events. So whatever events we can add, we will add here, and all the events will be listed in a single page, and the user can see the page listing, and the user can view the page, and we have some search and filtering concept in this event. With using the functionality, user can easily able to filter the events. For example, it will provide the calendar view also, like the Google Calendar. So all the event will be stored in a local English.com calendar. So users can easily able to see the events in the calendar view, and we have the keyword search options also. So with using the keyword search, so for example, if the name of the event is Pearson blog or something else, so the user can easily able to search with using the keyword, and the user can able to search the events in date format. So all the options they are providing here, with using the option we can do all the things. And other than that, we will create a event widget for our English.com for upcoming sprint.
Okay, so do you need anything from us for that?
Yeah, I need mockup. I need exact mockup for the event listing page and the widget page.
And the widget page?
Yeah, widget and event listing page.
Okay. So when you talked about trying to get some UI resource, what was that about?
Actually, I have discussed with the UI developer. So he said everything he can complete, but he just need the PST and proper markup for widget and event listing page. So that one we need from your end. So
you need two mockups, one for the events page itself and one for a news page with the plugin in the events plugin in it.
Yes.
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 Okay. Have you updated the Jira with that request?
No, I have updated to Gemma in a call. I didn't update those things in Jira.
Would you mind putting your request into the Jira, please, so we've got a record of it?
Because in this sprint, we are just taking the user story only for development. We have another one user story in backlog. That one is for designing and testing. So I will update those things in that user story.
Okay, we already have a user story in backlog.
Yeah, we have.
We need to update few things, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What number is the user story in the backlog? Say that because I'm very familiar with the backlog because I've been looking at every single item for the last couple of days. So, and I can't recall it. So what was the number?
1152.
The second one, yeah.
The second one,
That's
ELT
the one.
1152.
What am I doing? Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
So you want to push this into the Sprint 75? Is that
If
right?
you get the yes.
Yeah, if we have the mock-ups, then yes.
Yes.
If you've got the mock-ups, it can go into Sprint 75.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And when would you need the mock-ups by for you to be able to get it into that sprint?
Okay. Our sprint starts from Friday,
Friday
25th. And we have a holiday on Friday. So should be okay if we get it on Monday, 28th.
28th.
Would that be possible on your end, Sue?
We have a bank holiday as well on the 28th. So Tuesday the 29th
Okay.
would be the first time we could get it to you.
29 should be fine with us, Sue.
Okay. And does it have to be a PSD file?
Sorry, Sue?
Does it have to be a PSD file?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
PSD or SVG?
PSD file.
PSD file. Okay. Should be in a Photoshop format, it seems.
Okay, and who normally, when you deal with people for design a mock-up, are you requiring detail right down to the level of fonts and colors, and you just want a draft mock-up? A rough mock-up is what I mean.
Usually, how we look at
Usually, we will get in the PSD format.
Okay. We usually get it in PSD formats.
Does the PSD file go down into the detail of which fonts to use and which colors to use?
Yeah.
Size.
Every single information.
We can get all the details from the PSD mockup, images and font size, font family, and
then the
every all the
alignment.
details, alignment, all the details we can get it from the PSD format. Then it would be better to develop all the things. So
You've already got a style in use in this site, so don't you already know the fonts and the colors?
yeah. So we can use the same font and same font size like the article pages. So we can follow the same template in article pages, same template, same article templates in events listing page. So if you said it is okay, then we can follow the same thing. Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do, because I don't think we need to go to the to repeating a style that you're already using. That we could just put something rough together that says we want these elements here, and then that means I don't have to go to an external designer for this, and I can just provide you with a rough mock-up, and you know that you're already using X font and Y.
Okay. In event listing page, it is okay for the rough draft markup, but Gemma told to create a widget. So event widget, the widget will be coming in all the pages inside the blog. So I think we need the proper PSD markup only for the widgets.
Okay.
Okay. In the sprint, we can Yes.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you provide me with your styles, your site styles?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So I just need a list of what fonts, what colors you use, so I can pass that on to a designer.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. When do you think you'll be able to do that?
She wanted us to provide her the styles.
Okay.
So she wants to know when we can provide her.
Bye. Style details.
Just a second, Sue. We are discussing with the
So
team.
இது எல்லாமே வந்து உங்களுக்கு ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணலாம். நீங்க தான்
I've got another.
will provide the document to you on Monday, 28th.
On Monday, okay.
Yeah, Monday. In this sprint, we will do the designing and testing part for events listing page and event search and filtering functionality. For the next sprint, we will do the widgets, event widgets. Is it okay?
Sorry, I didn't understand that. Can you say it again?
Okay. So in this sprint, the sprint 75, we will do only for event listing page and search and filtering functionality.
Yeah.
In next sprint, in sprint number 76, we will create the events as a widget, and we will do the designing part for that widget. So in for the next sprint, we will do only for the listing and listing page and search and filtering functionality. Is it okay?
This is Emma's request, so I don't know what her deadline. Are we back on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do you're going to do the page for Sprint 74 and the plugin for Sprint 75.
75 is the next sprint, and 76.
Yes.
Two sprints. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you need from us now?
Sorry, Sue.
What do you need from us now? Because it sounded as if Balaji was saying that you would do the design, but we still need to provide PSD files, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we will have enough time for the PSD files as well. Markups.
So we need a bit more time. If you're giving us the styles on Monday the 28th,
Yes.
we can't give you the design until we've seen the styles in the correct PSD format. So we'll need longer.
If you provide on, how long days you need for writing PSD?
Widget.
7th. So
Is Kalpana, is the PSD required for the widget for Sprint 76?
yeah, 76 and 76th sprint would start only on 22nd of September, right? Or
Okay, so we have a little bit more time to get that to you then. Is that?
sorry, James?
Is that? So we have so we could give that to you a little bit later.
Yes, that's
So
right.
if that's not. Yeah. So we could give that to you during Sprint 75, so it's ready for Sprint 76.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we can work out the exact date, perhaps in email, but like,
Yeah.
obviously we need more than a day to get that to you. So if you give us the that information on Monday,
Yep.
and then hopefully
And then
We
you
can-
will have 2 weeks of time.
yes, to get you the PSD so that it's ready for you for Sprint 76.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That works. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Okay.
James, whether you want to continue this user story or shall I move to the next user story?
So we can move to the next one now.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Okay. The next user story is ELT1151. As a PO, I need to redirect the Amazon link based on country IP address so that user can buy products from their country's Amazon site. So this is a Amazon URL redirection based on the country IP address.
Yeah.
So actually, we are just using geolocation API. So it is a open source API. So we have our two conditions for redirection. One is if the IP is coming from UK or Europe region, then the site will be redirected to amazon.co.uk/URL things. So this is the first condition, and second condition is, so if the user is accessing the site except UK region, the site will be redirecting to redirecting to amazon.com/the next URLs. So I'll show the demo to you.
Yes.
So now I'm accessing from India IP address. So the Amazon is redirecting to .com. So like this, and teacher resource, amazon.com. So now I'm going to change the IP address. So I have a local virtual machine in my Chrome. So I'm just set the location as United Kingdom. Okay. And I'm clearing the local cache. So now the IP address is coming from UK. So if the UK users accessing, it will redirect to amazon.co.uk. Like the same way.
Are you able to?
Yes,
Sorry, Balaji. Sorry to interrupt there. Are you able to show that with like a Brazil IP address or geographical location?
Okay. If it is Brazil or some other country IP address, then it will be redirecting to .com. Thank you.
So you've got two redirects, .com and .co.uk. Is that it?
Yeah, so we have done a redirection for only UK and .com. If it is in UK, means it will redirect to UK. Rest of the countries will direct to .com only.
So it's
Is that what you wanted?
You need to get Rachel to have a look at this. This is a request from her, so she knows exactly what. Yeah. So with this one, we will need to get Rachel to have a look at this, as this is her site.
Actually, sorry to interrupt. If you want to redirect to the Amazon URL based on country wise, if it is India means .co.in, Brazil means .brazil, some other links, we have to take additional user story and start working on it.
If it is required, then we can do it for all the countries. As of now, we are just with the functionality only for UK and rest of the world.
That's fine. I understand that. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
It's a stakeholder question now, I think, about the next steps.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll let you know about that one once we've been informed by them.
Okay.
So shall we move on to the next one now?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one is a POC. So as a product owner, I want to apply the English.com theme to English.readers.com. So we are just customize the readers theme. So we are just use the same styles and the same functionality from English.com. So we are made the changes in dev server. So this is the readers.english.com dev server. So I just show you. So this is the test server. So this is the reader site actually looks like now. So now we are just change the reader site as per your requirement. So this is the rough markup for reader site. So here we have some new menus. So we have added the new menus. So we are just making the header and footer looks like english.com. So this is a common header and footer. This header and footer will come for all the pages. So this one is same, and everything is dynamic only. So we can change the menu at any time with using the admin menus. So the second one is the breadcrumb. So the breadcrumb also we did as per the markup Pearson English readers. So then third one is the hero banner section. And hero banner section, we have a hero banner section here. And actually we are just using the same content from english.com here. And this is a CMS only. So this is just a demo. So that's why we didn't change anything in the page. But we have the new content here. So we will update the contents. Once we complete all the things, then we will update the contents.
Okay.
And the next one is the drop down. So we are working drop down. So this is a functionality. This is a This is a separate English.com functionality. So we can't move the same functionality from that, because in English.com we are using Drupal 7.1 version, but in Pearson readers we are using Drupal 7.5. So we can't use all the existing functionality from English.com to here. So in 7.4 version, so we have to customize the functionality, and we need to create a new functionality for the drop down and some other small functionalities. So that one we will do for next sprint. And the second one is a banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a rotating banner. So we are just using the same content and same images and button links, everything. We are just take it from the english.com and we are just pasting it here.
Okay.
And that one is a measure English learning progress, and we are just making everything as a different block. So this one is a separate block, and the rotating banner is a separate block, and this one is a separate block. Measure English learning process is a separate block, and we can edit the block with using the editable icon. So this is it will.
Does that mean that you could put 3 things there instead of 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So here then. And this one is our latest thinking is block feed. So this is also developed for Drupal 7.1 version, and we need to customize the functionality. So once we customize the functionality, then we are just build the same functionality in Pearson readers. And this is the measure English block. So this one, and next one is a WOD section. And we are just using the same style and same content here, and you can add change the content and images at any time. So once the new content provided, we will do it from our end. And next one, the about Pearson English section. So here in english.com we are using YouTube iframe here, but now we are just removing the YouTube iframe.
Yeah, just
mentioned,
yeah.
The icon. So this is the global footer. So we are just taking the global footer from english.com, and we are using the same links and the same content here. So this is also editable one. So we can change the menus at any time with using the Drupal menus.
That's fantastic. So the bit you still got a functional element to do with the drop down.
Yes.
And what about the design for replacing the blog with 3 content blocks? Is that still to do?
Yeah, yes. We are just doing, but we need to customize some small functionalities. So that's why we could not able to complete all the things in the sprint. So it's in still progress. So once we complete it, I will update you in Jira. I hope it will be completed within 2 days.
Lovely. Okay. And you said you said which day you have a holiday? You have Friday holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have Monday holiday, so we're kind of losing a bit of time, but never mind. Thank you so much for doing this. It's great. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
I got some questions so that I can start supplying new images and graphics.
Okay.
And it's about the sizing of things. So if you could give me, so see where we have Hello World and we have the image behind.
Okay.
Could you
Okay.
could you give me the size for that image that's optimal for that layer? And ditto for the other images like the web banner, raising English standards.
Okay.
Because I see it comes narrower there, and I don't know from looking at it whether its depth could change or whether its depth needs to be exactly that.
Okay. Then I will update the image size and all the details in Jira comments.
That'd be brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow I will.
Is it possible for me to get access to look at DevReaders?
Yeah.
English.
So I'll share the URL to you. So
Thank
with using URL, you can access the site. So I'm just send it as a message to you in group, Hangouts group. Did you get the URL?
You send it in an email or in a chat?
In chat, group chat.
Oh, here.
Group chat here.
Hangout in the top left.
Oh, yeah, here,
Oh yeah,
here.
I'm not on the Hangout, but yeah.
Yes, we got it.
Got it. Thanks.
So I can give it to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to ask was removing the old homepage. We have removed the search function from the new homepage.
Yes.
I probably need to set up another proof of concept for a new catalog landing page with a search bar on it. Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll add that to the backlog.
Okay.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
So that's all with
So that
this review, right?
That's all?
Last we have one task. The task is for just creating a new account for Shu and James for readers and English.com. That one was already completed, and I have shared the username and password in a separate mail.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. The username and password for readers. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we go on to
The planning session.
Yes, please.
Okay. So James, do you want to share or do you want me to share?
Yeah, you can share if you like.
Okay.
Just having a look what we've done.
Can you able to see my screen now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So our sprint will start from 25th August and then will end on 7th September. So as usual, we will have the review on 5th September, which is on Tuesday. And then production release will happen on 7th September.
Okay.
Kalpana, would it be a good idea to mark the holidays on there?
Yeah, sure. I missed it actually. Yes.
So you haven't got Friday and we haven't got Monday. I don't know if you separate them out, but
Okay.
I don't know whether you can put UK holiday for Monday. It doesn't really matter to our holiday, does it really? It's more yours, really.
This Monday, 4th or 28th. Yeah, okay.
28th.
That's okay. I'm not going to mark it here because this is just a velocity for the
Okay.
developers and QA, so that should be fine, I think.
Yeah, it just means that there'll be a slower response to things.
Oh, okay, fine.
Did you want to? How does it work now? Who suggests what goes into the next sprint?
Okay, let me share the Jira link.
Okay.
If you've got ones in there,
Yeah.
mine are only small. I'm sure.
Okay.
Well, Kalpana,
Yes.
as you've probably seen, I know this isn't about backlog grooming, but I have emptied out the backlog. I think you may have seen that.
Yes, and I also saw your email that you have changed. You have made some changes, right? Let me open that sheet.
Yes, I've shared that with a group of you.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've done an actions column, and anything that's got dev team or UI team on it is for you to, the task is with you to do the next stage or to tell me what needs to be done.
Okay.
And I guess when we were talking last week, this was about me saying, if you group up all of the issues that need, for instance, server access, then we can find out where we put those queries. Perhaps we use our own internal system here for my technology help to gain your server access, or James has had a bit of success in getting some server access. But so what I've done is I've removed, just to give you the bigger picture, I've removed anything from the backlog that was about changing the functionality of English.com, when we know that site is moving to PMC. It will have a completely different platform, different functionality and capabilities.
Okay.
So that's Stephanie's old tasks and other people's old tasks have gone.
Okay, fine.
Also removed anything that was relating to performance around English.com, because for the same reason, but I want to maintain some focus on performance for readers, the reader site, because that's not part of the single site.
Okay.
And the blog, because we know that we'll maintain the blog in WordPress when we launch the new site on PMC. So blog and readers still have performance and SEO activity to be attached to them. But our main two, as joint teams, you guys over there and us here, our main focus is for the single site project and also for the reader site rebranding, as you're calling it, the new homepage. So I tried to make sure that I had removed any tasks that was going to distract from that, because that's quite a lot of work for you guys and for us.
Okay, Sue.
Does that make sense? Did you have any queries about what I've removed or commented on?
No, Sue. This is fine.
You're happy with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We are okay.
You're okay with that?
Thanks.
So these are main tasks that have got dev team against them.
Yeah. So
I
we want us to provide more specific details on each of these stories, right?
Yeah, so you've got now about, I don't know, however many it is, 7 or 8, where I can't really help you until you tell me what the real blocker is and which team might be able to help. But if you bunch them all up, say there are, you know, four that require access to penguinreaders.com or whatever it is, then we can try and get to the bottom of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's backlog and clearing things out. So that's why it looks a bit smaller now with these 21 issues.
Yeah.
I would also like to get to the stage where nothing goes on the backlog unless I have agreed that it should be there.
Okay.
And that's because I've got that, you know, bigger picture, if you like, in my mind of where we're going with the sites. So I can say yes or no to functional requirements and that sort of thing. I don't want anything creeping in from other teams particularly.
Sure,
Yeah.
Sue. Yeah, fine.
That's okay. So into the
Okay.
backlog, I've got a task one. I'm going to try and relate things to either single site, and I thought maybe I would create a project name for the readers rebrand. I don't know whether it's worth calling it an epic. Yeah.
Okay. Many tasks to be linked to a particular epic. Is that what you're asking, Sue?
Because we've got now two main goals for our work between now and the end of the year, which is single site and readers rebrand.
Okay, so we can have two separate epics.
Yes. Shall I make an epic for readers and then attach things to that?
Yeah, right.
Fine. And then the third element that we will always have to consider is whether there are any what I call keeping the lights on activities, which would be probably generated by you guys, but you saying we need to look at the server, or we need to do some maintenance to the server, that sort of thing. So that activity will still continue, obviously, because we don't want the sites to go down.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the other activity, which I've completely forgotten about, is uploading resources. But I haven't really understood how that works yet. That will still need to be
Just general kind of updates to
old sites and resources. Yeah. So there will still be other activities outside of the two epics, but not very many.
There's not a lot of those, and they're quite small.
Good.
Stories.
So in terms of getting into this sprint, I've just added a task this morning, a quickie, that's just to get some access for the one.com guys to analytics.
Okay.
So that should go into.
So they'll do that. So that's Kalpana, that's 1184.
Yeah, I have pulled into the sprint.
And James, so I
Yes.
need the email address for them. Actually, the Johnny and Anu Arora two name is mentioned in description. So I need the email for them.
Okay, I thought that was in the, it's in the. Okay, I'll send it separately.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. So that's 1184.
Okay, and we are going to do 11552 for the next sprint as well, right?
Actually, there is no.
Okay, so that's the next stage of the event plugin, yeah?
I think there is no story creating for the homepage rebranding. So it's task item the functionality from unit.
Okay. Do we need a story?
We need a story for building a book story as well. And Stu? So actually, in Pearson Readers rebranding, so we are just doing the demo only. So actually, we need to create a user story for creating the new functionalities and proper designing. So this designing is not responsive. The designing is only for desktop version, and we need to customize the design for responsive. And now it is not supporting for all the devices. So we will just make the support for all the devices, and we have to create a new functionality for the Drupal version also. So I think we need to create a user story for the rebranding.
Okay, I'll do that, and if there's anything missing from it, tell me and I'll add it.
Okay.
Okay.
So should we look at 1179?
1179. Streaming fog. Actually, I have already tried the Screaming Fog tools. So I'm just tried as a free user. So the limit is 500 only. So we can get up to 500 links from our English.com. So actually, we have a lot of URLs and a lot of files and contents.
Yeah.
Here. So actually, we can't get all the content.
You'll need to buy a full license. I've been through that process before. You'll need to buy a full license.
Mm.
So how does that work?
I'm not. I didn't work the tool completely. Let me work all the things and update you.
But Balaji, I think you're going to have to pay for the full version, aren't you?
She's asking, is it possible to get links?
Yeah,
I don't want a partial list of URLs. I want a full list.
yeah, it's possible. Full list. And actually, we have. Yeah, actually, we have created the automation script for getting all the links and images, everything from English.com and readers. So I think we need to get the license from the Screaming Fox. So we have the scripts, and with using the existing scripts, we can get all the links from English.com.
Oh, okay, fine. So you don't need it. You don't need Screaming Frog.
I don't need it. So now
Could you put them into? Would you be able to put them into like a CSV file for me?
CSV file.
Excel.
Excel.
one second, Shu.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello?
Just
hello.
a second. Balaji is going to present his screen. Sorry.
Oh.
Can you able to see my screen, James and Shu?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So actually, in each and every sprint, we are just running the automation. So here is the automation report.
Yes, I got these emails this morning for the first time. Have you added me to the list? Thank you.
You are in the group ID, so you will also get that report.
Great.
So
I couldn't see from there how I could extract the page URLs. Is there a way?
Actually, in the left navigation, I have listed all the pages in the English.com. If you click any pages, means it will list out all the image URL and files, PNG files, all the URLs present in that particular page.
Yeah, for example.
How do I get that into?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Sorry, just to say, how would I export that into a spreadsheet,
Okay, she
like
wants.
Excel or CSV?
Actually, we are not sure whether we can compress it to as a Excel file. So anyway, let us explore on this and update you soon.
Thank you, because this is great information, but in order for the whole project to be able to manage the information, we need it to be in a spreadsheet so that we can list it, filter it, comment on it.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
great. It's a great start, but it needs to be able to be exported.
Okay. Let me explore on this and we'll update you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Share my screen again.
I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. I just wanted to say that I'll leave you with James to sort out his backlog requests. I just have one that I would like to talk about, which is 1183.
1183. Okay. I'll open this. Yeah.
I don't know if this is something that you do already, but one of our stakeholders, our product marketing managers, has said, is there a way of getting information on the page that I've put into the Jira, but also any page like it? The product page has a pop-up form which says, fill in this data. And then when you submit, the download happens straight away.
Yes.
So
Actually,
is this specific data that you keep in a database?
yeah, yes.
It is.
Yeah, yes, we have some modules, web form modules. So we can collect all the data from the users, and once the user registers, the email address and all the users' information will be stored into the database, and we can get it as a Excel file.
Fantastic. So would you be able to put this into the next sprint?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay. Then we have not mentioned any story points for previous stories as well. Can we?
Okay.
We'll finish it off. We have to provide her a report. 1 point. We will take 1 point for this story, Sue.
Okay, that sounds good.
So you want the data from the beginning?
I think we would just have past year.
Okay.
Okay, and it would be just an example to show. Just do it for this one this one form page for this one product, and then I can show the team an example of what can be provided, and then they can see whether it's useful or not.
Okay.
If they're going to make use of it, we could do something a little bit more permanent, but I don't think it's worth you going to any trouble until we know if they're actually going to be able to use the data.
Okay.
So just as a little, in a sense, a little bit of a proof of concept, if you could just provide the data from the past year for this one page, then we can go from there and see whether they'll find it useful.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let me open 1179.
I just have to go, but thanks very much, and thank you so much for your work this past couple of weeks. It's been brilliant.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, James, just
Yes.
hold on for a minute.
What was that? Sorry.
We are just having an internal discussion regarding the story. Give us a minute.
Sure. Thank you.
Hi, James. Thanks for holding. We are back.
Yeah.
Hi James, I have a small doubt here in this user story. As a PO, I want like to full list of URLs on English.com so I can manage content migration and redirection. This URL list is only for English.com, right? Not for ELT resources. For example,
Yes, just
a minute.
English.com. Yes.
Okay. So because here we are just we are maintaining a lot of ELT resources like Speak Out, Top Notch, and LiveBeat. So here we are using most of the assets because assets files are audio, video, and PDF files. So that's why we are asking.
Actually, these are the list of ELT resources. We can skip these things, right?
Let me have a look. Oh, I see. So this. No, let me confirm this for you because, yes, this is. I'll have to just confirm with Sue, I think, but I believe she would still want that information. As well.
Yeah. Actually, we have taken a story similar like this to prepare a list of URLs in English.com. I will show you that user story.
The
Already-
last print.
Last print user story.
This is not good. Marketing is not. Want to go to this previous prints, go to the reports. Okay.
Actually, Sue is aware of this Excel sheet, which I already prepared.
Okay. So this lists all of the URLs.
Page URLs in english.com and also ELT resources.
I see. So that's every URL as well as the resources. Okay. Okay. I think the best thing to do you mind emailing Sue directly and just asking her to clarify?
Yeah, okay.
Sure, James.
So just send her an email with your query, and just that way she'll be able to let you know exactly,
Okay.
and let her know of this. Tell her of this spreadsheet. as well.
Yeah, sure, James. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's hold this story then.
We can.
After clarifying, can we estimate
Yeah,
and then
okay.
pull into sprint? How about this one, 1152? Balaji, are we going to take this?
Designing
Mockup is only for the widgets.
No.
Only for landing.
We have a lot of designing work in PS Editor's rebranding. Home page and event page.
Okay.
So it's a add resource. So okay.
Okay. So now we are not going to take this.
We can ask them the priority. Which one is high priority?
Repeat.
Rebranding.
Okay. We have a question here, James. So we
Yes.
would like to know the priority between the events.
Like event plugins
Event
and
plugins
PS
and the-
Editor's rebranding.
So which one we can take? Because Shake, the UI developer, is a shared resource. So we can take it.
So for the next sprint, so
Yeah.
which one?
Which one is asking?
So
me?
either 1152 or 1179.
No, 1152 is for the event plugins. The other one has to be created by Sue, right? For the Pearson readers
We will
rebranding.
create the user story.
I see.
So that
But
is
you can't.
created by Sue. So, and we already have one. I think we can take either of these stories for the next sprint. So if we get the priority, then we can decide accordingly.
Okay. So it's out of the readers or the events.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask Sue. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay. So I'll just go through these next ones quickly because I've been kicked out of my meeting room
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay,
sorry. Sure.
because we've got time. So can you also please take 1180?
One.
It's yeah, simple new audio to be added.
Okay.
Nowadays, the printed intermediate image.
We have the MP3 files.
Intermediate. Okay. We can do it.
Fine. Fine. Okay. Story points, please.
Fine. Spare.
Okay. We will take 1 point for this story, James.
Okay, excellent. Just have a look. So I've also got 1182,
82.
which is again audio files.
Okay. Audio files are here. We have
Zip up
more
on one
MP3.
individual video.
James, we have more MP3 files inside each folder, right?
More folders.
More files.
Yes.
So just a second. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay, just a second.
So there's a lot.
So do we have it as a zip file or we need to implement it in a single file? If you open unit 1, you may have lot of MP3s. How do we implement?
Okay, yeah.
He has mentioned no, create a separate folder called ISBS and the blog. Create a new course folder called English. Under that folder, add two headings. Upload the attached audio files under appropriate headings. Place into folders as per unit. So it should be in a folder wise as
Yeah.
given, not as a zip file then.
Yeah, but by downloading how if you are getting download in zip file or each way single track.
Just a minute. Actually, here we are just they are providing these 4 categories, but in the try folder, they have only 2 categories.
Medicine audios. Science level 1. We have to create
James, here we have
Yes.
categories ESP science level 1, level 2, and medical level 1 and level 2. But in the given drive link, so we have only 2 folders. One is medical level 1 and medicine level 1 and medicine level 2. And what about science level 1 and science level 2?
I believe that will be more audio to come, but I haven't got those as yet. So I've only been given the audio for medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that will be audio that will be coming later, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so when can we expect those audio files, James?
I don't know because this is again coming from geography. So I don't have the exact date, but at the moment I just have, it's just the audio for the medicine, English for medicine that needs to be added. And that separate folder is just simply ISBN information. So that can just go as text into that folder.
I've just got 2 laptops here that run right now. If that works.
Okay, then we will only 2 categories.
So I've just saved this one at the top of the sequence.
On this sprint, we will do for the existing audio files. Is that okay, James? When we have the other ones, we will cover it in the future sprints.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
For the next sprint, we will complete for those audio files that exist. The rest will be
Yes.
the upcoming sprints.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so limited, not exactly as in the description. How many points? Okay. Okay. We have taken 2 points for this story, James.
Okay, great. And then I just have one more small one, very small.
Okay.
And 1181.
Okay.
And it's simply an image swap.
Change images. Okay, fine.
The images that are already there just simply need to be swapped over. So very small.
Okay.
Okay, we will take 1 point for this story, James.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, so any other stories from your end?
No, I think that is it.
Okay. Okay, fine. So we will send out an email to Sue regarding the priority, and then we will estimate and pull that story into the sprint.
Okay, excellent.
Also, we have a clarification regarding 1179. We will send an email for the same. Okay. Okay, James, that's all from our end.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, James.